Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Dr. Jenny Ansah, SCE. The Democratic Progressive Party's running mate. The Aford President, Right Honorable Enoch Jihana. The Regional Vice Presidents from Aford and DPP. NGC members from both parties, diplomatic corps, religious leaders, civil society leaders, members of the business community, party members, fellow citizens, and all Malawians in this diaspora who are listening to us this morning. Good morning. Today marks a defining moment in the journey of our great party and our beloved nation. As the Secretary General of the Democratic Progressive Party, I stand before you filled with pride, hope, and unwavering faith in the spirit of the Malawian people. Our party was founded on the promise of progress, unity, and the unwavering conviction that together we can build a prosperous future for all. We gather here today not just to launch a manifesto, but to unveil a vision built on the dreams and aspirations of every Malawian. As Proverbs 29, verse 18 says, where there's no vision, the people perish, as we are doing now. This manifesto is not merely a booklet of policies. It is our solemn contract with the people. A promise to steer Malawi toward a future marked by dignity, opportunity, and justice for all. For too long, many have felt left behind, unheard, and unseen. The Democratic Progressive Party hears your voices, understands your struggles, and stands ready to save every corner of this nation. Echoing the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., our manifesto spells out concrete pillars. In fact, Martin Luther King Jr. said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Our manifesto spells out concrete plans for economic growth, transformative education, quality health care, modern agriculture, and good governance. We are committed to empowering our youth, uplifting our women, and protecting the rights of every citizen, regardless of tribe, region, and background. In the pages of our manifesto, you will find hope rekindled. You will find innovative solutions designed to create jobs, end poverty, and secure a bright tomorrow for every Malawian child. Our journey will not be easy, but with courage, unity, and faith, we will succeed. As Romans 8, verse 31 reminds us, if God is for us, who can be against us? And let us remember, this is not just our party's journey, it is Malawi's journey. Together we shall rise above division and doubt. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, the future depends on what you do today. So our future begins now and begins here at Mount Sochi. It is now my distinct honor to welcome a true daughter of Malawi, a woman of integrity, wisdom, and relentless dedication. As the running mate to our esteemed presidential candidate, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. She has always served with distinction and unwavering commitment to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Justice Dr. Jenny Ansah to deliver the Manifesto launch speech. I thank you for your kind attention. May God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Tumamva Secretary General apita mukito kupereka speech yao imene aitana Dr. Jenny Ansah AC amene ali running mate komanso Vice President wa Malawi Ikamva 16 September kuti sopano alankhule ku mtundu wa Malawi amene ali muno komanso tionse amene akutionera kuja uku kuchokera kuno ku Mount Soch mu mzinda wa Blantyre. Dr. Jenny Ansah akhala akutilankhula mosakalitsa mosopano.
DPP woye! DPP woye! Professor Peter Mutharika woye! Nthawi! Liti! Thank you. Hoza nayo! Second Vice President, Right Honorable Enoch Chihana. Chair of the Organizing Committee, Collins Maglasi. Honorable SG for DPP, Honorable Mukito. Honorable Linda Limbe, SG Aford. Opposition Leader of the House, Honorable Chaponda. VP Honorable Joseph Mwanaveka, VP Catherine Makunganya Aford, VP Bright Msaka SC, VP Honorable Alfred Gangata, all diplomats, all clergy, all members of parliament present, all NGC DPP members present, all NEC members Aford, ladies and gentlemen. I see that it is still in the morning. Good morning. This morning, I am standing here before you to outline our Democratic Progressive Party will do for Malawians for the next 5 years and beyond. My duty then is to unveil the DPP Manifesto on behalf of the President and the party as a whole. This manifesto is a solemn promise to the people of Malawi. As our leader, Professor Peter Mutharika, always says, we promise what we do, and we do what we promise. Right now, Malawi is on fire. Malawi is dying slowly, a very painful death. And DPP is here to stop this disaster from happening. The DPP is the answer to Malawi's problems. This is our promise. Today, we pledge that we will change the economy and the politics of this country within the shortest period possible. We have started presenting our manifesto to you professionals, business leaders, religious leaders, and the international community, because we are inviting you to hold us accountable. We want to be held accountable because we are convinced and we know that we will deliver our promises. We are here to declare war against the colossal challenges that Malawians are facing in this country. Let us begin by remembering one thing. The Democratic Progressive Party stands for democratic principles and progress of this country. We are democratic, and we are the flag bearers of progress. That is what our name reminds us. This country has lost the path to progress. Economically, the country has collapsed. Malawians cannot afford a simple life. Malawians cannot afford to eat. Malawians cannot afford to drink tea. We used to have 4 o'clock tea. It is forgotten now. Civil servants are being hacked by machete-wielding individuals just because for the fulfillment of their natural rights, human rights, must be accountable. For we know handouts do not take us anywhere. Rather, let us give the fishing rod than fish. Because that will cause transformation. So we pledge transformation. A transformation that will see every one of us, our people in the rural areas, in the cities, and in towns, working towards a common goal, transforming Malawi from today until generations to come. This is what we owe our future generations. I remember there's one case in Asia where the future generations sued the government for mismanaging the environment because they said we'll come and find nothing, and they won that case. So we are here to transform Malawi for ourselves, our children, our grandchildren, and the future generation. At the heart of our democratic spirit, we believe in accountability. We believe in being accountable to the people of Malawi. We believe in being accountable to the law. We believe in being accountable to one another. We believe in being accountable to God. To summarize this principle, let me quote what our president of this party, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, said in a speech at Washington University. He said, I quote, "As a law professor, I had always thought the essence of democracy is the rule of law, as most scholars do, but my people changed my political philosophy. I have learned that the essence of democracy is accountability. The essence of democracy is that everyone must be accountable to someone else." We have heard the part of our manifesto dealing with the rule of law. Accountability has come as very, very important. Without accountability, people do whatever they do because they are not answerable to anyone. Very often, politicians promise great manifestos but fail to implement them. They fail to implement them for certain reasons. And I'll just give 4 reasons. The first one, leaders make promises and fail to be accountable to the people. We forget the people and begin to seek our own opportunities. The DPP and Aford, they will not be caught in that trap. Number 2, leaders make promises based on experiment rather than experience. And DPP and Aford are experience. They have experience. They have been there before. They come back, drawing from the experience they had and the experience now. Number 3, leaders make promises that are not realistic. This happens most of the times because of cut and paste. You cut something in the UK, everyone that is born a baby will be given 500,000. And yet, we do not have social security. We must first study what social security is and where the money comes from for social security. So because of cutting and paste, without understanding what we are on about, we do not fulfill those promises. They remain dreams that will never come to pass. Number 4, leaders make promises without having an economic plan for implementing the promises. We have heard from the experts. They are not just talking from nowhere, but there's a basis their plans. They know where to get what to fulfill the promises. So the question is, what is the DPP manifesto as we work together in this alliance with Aford? What is that we are bringing to the people once we are voted into power? One, this manifesto is based on experience and not experiment. Experiments are for the lab. Malawi is not a lab. We cannot afford to have trial and error. We do not have that time. We are playing with people's lives. We cannot afford experiments. From the foundation of the party, our goal has always been to make Malawi producing economy and stop being consuming economy. Making Malawi a producing economy is the best way of creating jobs for everyone. We now have the best experience on how to do it best. And this is the job we want to continue from September 16th. Number two, the DPP manifesto is the manifesto of the people. The manifesto is based on people's needs. We do not just sit in the office, write this manifesto. We have spoken to Malawians. We have listened to their needs and calibrated our promises, our promises on their needs. But we have also spoken to various experts and development partners who work with us and understand the needs of this country. 3, what is also unique is that the DPP manifesto, together with the Aford Menifesto, takes a bottom-top approach. In this approach, we want to spend more money on people and on the grassroots development infrastructure. This approach means more funding for the most frontline service providers, serving communities at the local level. In order to highlight this approach, let me give one example. In every national budget, every district and every constituency and every ward will have its own money. In that scenario, every constituency will receive 5 billion kwacha every year. It does not matter whether the constituency belongs to a DPP member of parliament or an opposition member of parliament, as long as you are a Malawian, your constituency will receive 5 billion for development every year. That means every district, every constituency, and every ward will receive its own funding for development. For development spending 5 billion per constituency also means creating more community projects and creating more jobs for the youth, for the women, and for the men at local level. Finally, let me say the DPP manifesto, as it marries with the Alliance Aford Menifesto, is the only manifesto which has economic framework for its implementation. We have an economic plan of implementation. In this framework, we will stabilize the economy, stabilize prices of goods and services, make forex available, and stabilize the exchange rate, and grow the economy. This means we do not just have a manifesto, but we also have a plan on how to implement this manifesto. These are only highlights. We have already made calculations of economic requirements and management, and we are ready to hit the ground running. As soon as Malawians vote for us on the 16th September, we are ready to get this country back on track. We make this earnest call to our fellow Malawians that voting for the mighty DPP and Aford on the 16th September 2025 will be the best decision for Mother Malawi. The DPP has an unparalleled track record in economic management and understands the economy of this country very well. The DPP will therefore be able to implement measures that will reverse the crisis that the country has become due to incompetence. By voting for the DPP, for the alliance, you will be saving Malawi from destruction. To the international community, development partners, bilateral and multilateral institutions, among others, we assure you of a consistent and trustworthy administration that you can transact business with, a government that will negotiate on good faith and respect its commitment. To our colleagues in the media, we call on you to partner with DPP Aford as we form a government that will reinstate press freedom, a government in which none of you will be intimidated, arrested, or harassed for exercising your freedom of expression. We have a record of our performance in this area. To the religious community, we would like to assure you that the DPP and Aford will foster a productive and respectable partnership between the religious community and the government. We are bringing a government that will work with you as we both serve the same people, Malawians, as faithful and citizens. To the public servants, we recognize you as the life and blood of any government. We recognize your commitment to saving Mother Malawi. We have been together and we know how committed you are. We know your sacrifices to this country. The incoming DPP Aford administration will recognize you for your commitment and sacrifice. To you, the students, we know your struggles and what should be done to ensure a safe and conducive learning environment. The DPP and Aford is set to work with you in addressing your challenges and your concerns. Finally, to the civil society organizations, activists, among others, we are pledging a conducive civil space. We will create an environment free from impediments, allowing Malawians to enjoy their freedoms and birthrights. We will not restrict demonstrations as we are experiencing now. You will be able to demonstrate, to represent the voices of Malawians. I have always been thankful to God for giving us a national anthem. This national anthem, we say we sing it, but when you actually go through the lyrics, you find that it is a prayer. And since it was introduced in Malawi, Malawi has been praying. We have been praying. And in 2 Kings chapter 20 verse 5, God spoke to King Hezekiah. And God is speaking to us. What did he say? He said, I have heard your prayer and seen your tears. I will heal you. God is saying, he has heard our prayer. He has seen our tears. He is here to heal Malawi. He has given us a visionary leader with proven work. He has worked, taken Malawi from very low economically to a higher place. We are blessed that we have a leader, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. Amalawa anzanga, ambuya akuti, amva kulira kwa Malawi, amva ndipo awona misozi, awona kuvutika, pamene tikulira tikupita tisanaje tukagona, pamene tikusawa fetereza, akuti ambuye ali pano kuchiritsa Malawi. May the Lord save our country. Thank you very much.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.